Just get started. Just make a move. Just do something, whatever that is. I've been talking a lot about YouTube, but because there's money to be made there. It was news to me. I had no idea when I started, but you can make money. Yeah. Well, this morning, for the first time since before Thanksgiving, I posted a newsletter for my writing, my newsletter subscribers. And FYI, if you subscribe, you can go to follow the link to my website. And if you subscribe, you get a free book. So that's awesome. But I posted a newsletter. Newsletters are one of the 3 ways that I have learned to have success in writing. Basically, for me in 2024, the formula, there's so many things, so many courses, so many people talking, do this, you'll succeed, how to write a book in 20 minutes, how to build your newsletter list and have 5,000 newsletter subscribers by dinner time. The courses, the books, they're crazy. The claims that they make it sound so easy, and I have been sucked in. I really have been sucked in. But I have learned, if you want to write a book and you want to build a writing career and you want to be successful in that writing career, for me, there's been 30 things to do. They're not that hard. A lot of the stuff that you're supposed to do is so hard. It's maybe not hard like digging a tunnel through a mountain to build a railroad. It's not that kind of hard, but it's so complicated, complex, very detailed, and you have to do every step. It's just too much. So I end up getting frozen and I do nothing. But these 3 things to have success in a writing career is write. You must write. You can't talk about it. You can't spend your time thinking up characters and telling all your friends, posting on everywhere, on all over social media, that you're writing a book or you're going to write a book or you have a book, whatever. You actually have to do it. You have to write. The second thing is to post newsletters. And for 2025, I am going to post a newsletter every week. It might not sound like a lot, but for me, whatever. That's my challenge for myself this year. Once a week, I'm going to post a newsletter. And the last thing is promo ads. Buy promotions. Anyway, buy those. You got to spend money, period. Most years before 2024, I spent some money in advertising, but not a lot because it's kind of freaky. But I did start spending money. I spent a lot, but I spent money that I had already earned. So instead of taking the money, I just kept putting it right back into ads. And I looked up this morning my page reads, which you get paid on Kindle Unlimited. If people who subscribe to Kindle Unlimited, which is a program on Amazon to read books, voracious readers, they subscribe to Kindle Unlimited, and for every page read of my books, I get paid. It's teeny, teeny, tiny, but it adds up. This year, I'm like 6,000 page reads below having tripled my page reads from last year, from 2023. And 2023 was a little bit of an increase, but this year I have tripled. And I've still got today, so if I get up there another 6,000 or 7,000, I will have tripled my page reads because I did those 3 things. So just write, buy promo ads, and post a newsletter regularly. Which brings me to YouTube. YouTube is giving money away. Well, not technically. Okay, disclaimer, not really, not technically. But they are, for whatever reason, and for however long it lasts, They are boosting content by little creators like me. I started, I think it was September, maybe October, when I posted my first YouTube video. 0 subscribers. I knew nothing about it. As you can tell, I still don't know a whole lot. I see ads and courses and things and telling me how to edit and do this and do that and thumbnails. You'll get more views. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you will. I'm sure. I'm sure all that is important. But I am watching a lot of videos and by regular people like me. It's great if you have 20 million subscribers and you get like 15 million views a month. Congratulations. That's awesome. But I learn from people who are like me, people who are in my position. There's a reason I do not like to do newsletters with my writing. I do not design my own website. If you go there, you'll figure that out immediately. Teresa does not design websites. I don't make my own book covers. I know what I'm good at. I know what I suck at. If it's technology, Teresa does not. No, that is not where I excel. So I either hire someone else to do it or it doesn't get done. Or I'll spend the whole weekend trying to learn one little simple basic thing, cry. Oh, I just get so frustrated. Yeah, anyway. Yes, I have cried. Formatting a book, I have literally been brought to tears. Making chapter headers, and then they don't work, and then there's a glitch. I have literally cried over that. Anyway, YouTube, for whatever reason, at this time, they are promoting small creators like me and pushing our content out into the world. I do not know how long it's going to last. I don't know if it'll last till the end of this video, but for now, that's what they're doing. Just like with the writing or whatever you want to do. If you want to stop smoking, if you want to lose weight, if you want to bring your 8-year-old loudmouth kid under control, whatever you're struggling with or you want to do, whatever, you want to go back to school, you want to quit school and start a business, you want to start a side hustle, you want to train your dog not to pee on the floor. The only thing we're really in control of when we begin a process of any kind of change or transition is getting started, making a move. When you're done watching this video, and I hope you'll watch it all the way through, because that's another way that YouTube pushes content, is when I get watched all the way through to the end of my video. And why wouldn't you watch it? I'm amazing. But anyway, I digress. Whatever you do, you have to get started. You have to make that first step. You have to decide, I'm done. I started last year, well, this year, because it's still 2024 for another few hours. I started intermittent fasting because I was just gaining weight. Like, it was not good. I was dealing with grief, and I've said it before, so I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, I was dealing with grief. Still am. It's a life journey, and I guess it's a ride that you never get off of, which kind of sucks. But anyway, and I was self-medicating with food. I don't gamble, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party, whatever. I don't know, whatever people do to self-medicate. Mine was with food. Mindless eating. I found comfort in food. I like food. People always say, well, why are you eating? Oh, I eat because I'm bored. I eat because I'm depressed. I eat because whatever. I eat because I love food. I like it. Yeah, okay. But I was self-medicating because, anyway. So I started the intermittent fasting. And whatever that is, whatever it is that you're needing to do, you have to just take action. When I first started my intermittent fasting, it was in February of 2023 was when I started. I did not even put on my calendar. I've said before, I like those paper calendars, the double, like you get from the bank. There's a picture of a rainbow or beaches or puppies and kittens, whatever. Um, those old school calendars. And I would make an X every day that I did my fasting. Well, when I first started, I did not even weigh myself. I didn't even get on the scales. I did not do my measurements, nothing, because I didn't think I could do it. I really didn't. Again, I like food. And I've always been a breakfast eater. So I eat breakfast. And when I wake up, I usually wake up hungry. Even during that, I still would work out every morning. And you get hungry when you do that. So I get up in the morning. That's the first thing I would do. And by 8 a.m., I was starving. I was so hungry. So I did not even start tracking my progress. So I get that. It's like, yeah, but what if I make a video, a YouTube video? It's stupid. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to talk about. Nobody's going to watch. I'm not going to even tell my family this was me. I told my sister, because my sister Marcy is the one who encouraged me. She started a YouTube video back in the spring, and I will put her handle down in the description so you can follow her. It's the Bible in 60 seconds. She posts Bible scriptures in a 60-second short. She reads Bible scripture, and that's hers. The Bible in 60 seconds. That's her. You can go and follow her. But she inspired me. It was, she did it first. I thought, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm on a journey, transition. I'm going to try it. So I told her, maybe, I don't even remember. And I told a friend or two. I didn't tell nobody. It was embarrassing. I didn't want people to see, oh, Teresa, isn't she precious? What a shame. Look at her. She thinks she's going to make a statement on YouTube. She thinks she has something to say. She thinks she can help people. She thinks she can make a difference. Yes, I do. I do think that I have something to say. I have been around. I've walked around on the planet for a couple decades, a little bit, and I have learned a lot. I grew up very poor. A lot of people say that. I really did it. A lot of people think less than $100,000 a year, less than $50,000 is low income or whatever. I don't even know what the poverty level guidelines are, even though I get that information for my job. But anyway, a lot of people say that. And I grew up that way. I had to learn how to budget, how to be careful with money, how to hoard, kind of. I did that. So I also grew up in a small town. Did you know, to most of the world, a small town is an exotic locale? I heard someone say that at a writers' conference years ago. He said the biggest part of the world does not live in a small town, and to them it's exotic. I was like, wow, a little town. You may consider where you grew up a small town. When I was in the Army, I'll never forget this because it blew my mind. Another girl, she said she grew up in a small town. Her city had less than 200,000 people. If you think less than 200,000 people is a small town, try 2,000. Try less than 2,000. Try less than 1,000 people. That's a small town. It's not even a town. It's a crossroads, whatever. It's a bend in the road. That's where I live now. I live in 2 bends in the road. That's where I live. We're not even incorporated. So I live in a small town. It's not even, like I said, it's not even a town. It's a community. But anyway, that is unique. It's different. I have a completely different outlook on life because I grew up low income in 2 bends in the road, a little town, a small city. I did mostly grow up not here where I am now. But still, tiny, tiny, tiny town is where I grew up. So that gives me a unique perspective. I have something to share. And I'll bet you do too. Maybe, like a big portion of the world, you grew up in a huge city, or a medium sized city, or a large city, or a small city. Your outlooks, your perspective, your experiences, your challenges are completely different from mine. We can learn from each other. That's why you need to get on YouTube. Like I said, they are pushing small creators. For whatever reason, YouTube is giving us more of a boost than the bigger creators. And I'm not sure why. I believe a lot of it is just because they want more people on YouTube. I don't know if you watch the news, but it's all over the place now. It's proven. It's been proven. If you don't believe me, look at the ratings of mainstream media, drive-by media, whatever you want to call it, the big channels. I don't know if I should say them on YouTube. I probably better not. The big channels that you turn on the nightly news. Remember that? The nightly news, prime time. Turn on those channels. They have like a few 100,000 viewers a day. Well, a night in their primetime block. A couple 100,000. Most people, again, I could give names, but I'm probably not supposed to. Most people find their news, including me and including everybody I know, they find their news from podcast and from YouTube. I think YouTube is eating that up because it has totally blown out of the water these big mainstream media outlets. Literally, they are getting no views compared to, I love this one guy. Again, I don't know if I should say his name, but he always says he gets more views. He's a guy on a laptop in his kitchen, and he gets more views a night than those mainstream media outlets. And it's true. He has the numbers to prove it. And you might not have heard of him. If I say his name, you might not have heard of him. But there's a lot of other big ones that I'm sure you're probably thinking of right now that get millions of views a night. They're a guy or a girl in their kitchen on a laptop, and they're getting more views than mainstream media. And I believe that is some of the motivation behind YouTube boosting creators like me and creators like you, because they know people are leaving the mainstream. They're leaving it. They're not interested. They don't trust it. Again, I can't think of the latest. They update it all the time. It's like less than 30% of viewers trust what they see on the mainstream news. Less than 30%. That's why nobody's watching. They're coming on to YouTube. They want to know what's happening in politics. They want to know what's happening around the world. They want to know why airplanes are getting shot out of the sky or crashing and falling out of the sky. They do not turn on the mainstream news. They go on YouTube and they search for it. They go to podcasts because they trust those outlets rather than mainstream media. So if that's why, maybe YouTube is boosting people like me, because they want all of us to be on YouTube. The whole world, they know that that's where it's going. They can see that's where the money's going. That's where the eyeballs are going to YouTube instead of the mainstream media. They know that. So they want in on it. They want in on it. How do they do that? By getting us in on it. So they are paying people like me, little creators. If you hit 4,000 watch hours and if you get 1,000 subscribers, you can apply to be monetized. And once you're monetized, YouTube will start paying you and people are making real money. I mentioned yesterday, I have to get dental implants again. This is the third time. It's so expensive. I'm going into retirement. I plan to retire April 30th. First day of May, whatever, however. Anyway, That's my plan to retire. I want to be done working by the time April is gone. I want to be done working uh, outside my home. I'm still going to write my books. We'll focus on that, and I'm going to focus on YouTube because it's fun. It's simple. I do not know how to edit. I know, big shock. You'd never guess by watching my videos. I don't know anything about editing. I know how to take a hold of my phone, hold it up in the landscape mode, not up and down, in landscape, and talk and tell you to please, as soon as you're done watching this, grab your phone and start a channel. It's not complicated, and you just talk about you talk about your life, you talk about what you have learned, and have something that can bless someone else. How can you encourage someone? Someone is facing the same challenges, struggles that you're facing. If it's trying to bring that 8-year-old kid under control, or you're trying to house train your puppy, or you want to lose weight, or you want to learn about intermittent fasting, whatever it is, you need to learn how to decorate your house. Whatever, wherever you are in your journey, there's a lot of other people out there. Don't have to tell your mom what you're doing. You don't have to tell your sister. You don't have to tell your naysaying friends or your brother-in-law, who's always a jerk to you anyway. Don't tell him nothing. Just get started. That's what I did. Here I am, about 3 months later. I'm meeting wonderful people on here. I just love my audience. They're just so sweet and so encouraging and kind. I just really appreciate that. I want to encourage them, and in the meantime, and this is the way God works it, it always goes on full circle. Pay it forward. You encourage one, you will get encouraged in return. I always say that at work. I have to interview people for the government who typically do not want to be interviewed because nobody's wild about the government, and we all believe they know too much anyway. So I have to interview people for the government. For data collection is what we're doing. Anyway, I have a really good record of getting interviews that other people can't get because, well, maybe, I don't know. I give respect to people. And typically, when you give respect, you show respect to someone, you get respect in return. People get mad. Nobody respects me. I don't get any respect. Well, are you giving it? Are you living respectfully to others? That's typically what you'll get in return. So start your YouTube channel. YouTube is boosting small content creators. Start your YouTube channel. Grab your phone. I challenge you right now. Grab your phone as soon as you get off of here and start talking 15 to 20 minutes, adding value to someone's life. Add value, encourage someone, and just see where it gets you. And literally, what do you have to lose? Okay, Teresa's nuts. She's crazy. YouTube did not boost my videos. I'm not getting any views. I'm not getting any subscribers. She's insane. Didn't work for me. I did it for 30 days straight. I did exactly what Teresa said and all these other content creators. I didn't get nothing out of it. Okay. What did you lose? Besides getting to vent a little bit on to your phone, even if you're the only one that heard it, you encouraged yourself. You're not going to lose nothing by trying it. So take your phone, start talking about the challenges of the journey that you're on, and I guarantee there's someone out there that needs to be encouraged by you. They need to learn by your struggles and whatever you're going through. So share where you are, be a blessing to others, and you will be blessed.